Hey everybody, it's Party Elite with a beginner's guide to Total War Warhammer. The deployment phase can be extremely short when playing against high-level or highly practiced players. As a general, you need to get a lot done in this phase, or you might find yourself out of position in an otherwise easy battle. It's important to quickly survey the battlefield and deploy your troops accordingly. Identify key features that your opponent might use, and look for potential features that you can use. Remember, you can only deploy within your zone, though Vanguard units can be placed anywhere outside your zone that isn't in the opponent's zone. Despite these limitations, your initial deployment must keep in mind what you're planning on doing when the battle starts, and should also keep in mind what your opponent might be planning. Be wary of forests, since they can be used to hide troops and in some cases, take them from one end of the map to the other without being noticed. Don't be paranoid and distracted by them though, but unless you plan on using them yourself, keep a safe distance between your troops and nearby cover. Some people like to keep a unit to scout an incoming flanking maneuver. I'll only ever do that if I feel like I can sacrifice a unit in a worst case scenario. Also, keep an eye out for hills. There's a reason why we use the phrase fighting an uphill battle to describe difficult tasks. If you have the high ground, you can more or less cut the enemy apart as they try to attack you and let them tumble down the slope into a pool of hot lava. Being higher up gives archers and artillery better range and gives your army better vision. Better vision means you can spot enemy units nice and early. When it comes time to melee, charging downhill gives you an added bonus, and running uphill slows units down, tiring them out and making their attack weaker. Also, make sure to look for potential choke points. When attacking, be careful of funneling your troops into a meat grinder. When defending, try to hold these choke points. Use terrain features to your advantage. Boulders and huts can be used to protect a unit's flanks, for example, and hold an enemy unit in place while you prepare the hammer to come crashing down on them. And finally, look for avenues of attack, or lanes of movement if you will. This applies whether you're attacking or defending. Identify these potential paths that an attacker might use, or that you might use as the attacker. A battlefield might look flat from one angle, but a slight rotation of the map can reveal a change in elevation that might hide your cavalry right to the enemy's back. Alternatively, if you're defending and you notice this potential approach, you might consider scouting the area or positioning your troops in a way that makes them hard to reach from said path. In this scenario, I was able to sneak my Chaos Knights the long way around to take out enemy artillery. They literally didn't see it coming because of elevation changes. That sounds like a lot to do, and it is. Don't worry, with time and practice it becomes second nature, and you can survey a battlefield and position your troops in no time. And that's what being a great general is about. For more tips and tricks, subscribe to this channel, and if there's something you'd like to see covered, let me know in the comments below.